the empty stocking too. And then, just by chance, as fate would have it, at 4 in the morning, Natty Charles woke up and looked down at the end of the bed and saw a gorgeous fur stocking. Because you see, Santa hadn't looked very carefully, and when Charles and Sam was sleeping, you couldn't see Sam's presence, and you couldn't see the scar on Charles' cheek. So they look exactly and completely and usually the same, with the sorcerer letters. Charlotte was thrilled about the stocking, and that's because she was quite naughty. She decided that she would go and sneak peek at her present before everyone else woke up. But as she went down the bed, she looked across her sister's bed and saw the empty stocking. And she stopped that, and she just sat there and thought very hard with a big frown. Because no one had ever really brought to Norris, but amongst her naughtiest Charlotte really loved her sister. And sometimes the actual reason she was naughty was because she loved making them happy. And sometimes when she was really naughty, it was she loved making Sam laugh. And sometimes when she was really naughty, it was because other people had been picking on Sam, and Charlotte was constantly not having that. And then Charlotte thought about her sweet sister's face in the morning. Then she'd reach for her stocking all excited about the toys and sweets and games she'd find inside. And she would find nothing in it at all. She thought about how Sam would try to breathe, and how Sam's chins would start to wobble, and she thought about she feared wherever Sam was not sad because Charlotte had just sat on her, but really probably in her heart sad, and then very quietly, so she didn't wake up Sam. Naughty Charlotte started to move presents from her first stocking into Sam's empty one, present by present, one after by the other, in a totally merciless manner. Even if she really liked something, until both stockings were half full, with exactly the same number of presents, because half was a lot better than nothing. And when she'd made completely sure each stocking was the same, Charlotte breathed a sigh of relief and went back to her bed and back to sleep. And everything was quiet again at home. But not as it turned out on Santa's sleigh, because Santa was getting near the North Pole when suddenly something very unforeseen happened. A light started flashing on his good bad-o-meter, the machine that told him which children had been good and which ones had been bad. And Santa looked very surprised in it, because this had never happened before. There's been a last-minute change. 45 minutes later, a very fat old man with a brand landed on a London Suffolk with a very much hags, and a minute later he was on the stairs again, creeping towards the sweet room, and then he popped his head into the room, his two half-filled stockings, and he smiled, and then swiftly, because it was getting very close to the time that children started to wake up, he filled up both stocking to the brim and crept back down the stairs. But just then he put his head in the chimney. He had one last thought and headed back to the stairs one last time and popped out one last little thing into Charlie's stockings. 5 minutes later, Santa flew away in the highest of spirits and elated, just like he used to be in the old days. He hollered for all to hear, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night," which actually of good Sam, who looked down her bed and saw completely full stockings, just as she exclaimed. Then she looked across at naughty Charlie's bed, a little bit worried, but she saw, thank heavens, that her sister's stocking was completely full as well. So the work Charlotte who first lazy Sam could never explain, looked very shocked and needed to buy their two first stockings. I suppose Sam says to her mom later, it was because Charlotte didn't expect to get any present at all this year. Then Sam and Charlotte both rushed into Mom and Dad's room and opened all their presents one after another. And everyone was very happy indeed. But when the stocking was completely empty, Charlotte happened to put her head in just one more time to check, and she was surprised to find a small brass bag and looked a bit like Rudolph's nose. She never showed it to anyone because she was a bit embarrassed about it, but she always kept it because secretly she was very proud of it. And secretly, although she no, she was sometimes very naughty indeed, and also that it might be true. It just had two words, curl. The end. Merry Christmas!